Alright you guys, well it's been a while. I do a video on all my guava trees. I was actually just watching the video I did about 3 years ago on my guava trees, and they're pretty much all a lot larger now and producing more fruit. So this is the one that's closest to my house, and this is the one that every year it starts fruiting first. This one's been fruiting for probably almost 3 weeks now. And it's the Tropic pink variety. You know, pinkish on the inside. And you can see it's got a lot of fruit. Alright, and this is a interesting one. It's actually a seedless guava. And I'm standing here next to the guava tree. That way you guys can get an idea how big the trees are. I'm 6 foot tall, so you can see this one's about 4 feet tall. So this one's been planted for about three years, and I'm finally gonna get some fruit this year. And if you could see, the leaves are more round. See that? Look at these leaves. This is a Tropic pink, another Tropic pink. And it's definitely a slower grower. I believe this was an air layer from Exotica Nursery here in Vista. And there's one of the fruits. The fruits so far, they look like a normal guava, you know, but they are supposed to be completely seedless, which I was quite surprised when I heard that, you know, there was seedless guavas. I had no idea, so I had to get it and try them for myself, you know. Okay, so this is a Tropic pink. This is a guava I purchased at Home Depot, and it's been in the ground about 4 years now. And it has produced some fruits, but they weren't very high quality fruits. But this year I put a lot more water on it, and the guavas, the tree itself, as you can see, looks very healthy, and it's got plenty of guavas on it, and they're looking very nice. I think they're gonna get to a nice size this year. But the flavor is really good on this one. So this comes from, like I said, I got it at Home Depot, but I think it comes from Laverne Nursery. I'm not exactly sure. So it should be a good quality guava. And let's get closer on this tree and see all the fruit. And guava, you know, I really like guavas. I grew up around guavas, and I know that they're really good for you. A lot of vitamin C and, you know, other vitamins and minerals, and they are very easy to grow. As long as you don't get too much frost, you should be fine growing guavas. They're not too picky about their soil. They do need plenty of sun, not a lot of fertilizer, and they don't really get too many pests at all. I really don't have any issues with any of my guava trees. Alright you guys, this is the red Malaysian guava. This is one of the first trees I planted here. That was back in about June of 2015, so about 6 years. This is a tree I also bought at Home Depot, and I'm quite happy with this tree, and it's pretty much one of everybody's favorites. And it's doing really well. I recently, well, maybe about 6 months ago, or maybe even a year ago it was actually, I did some aggressive pruning on it because it had a lot of dead wood on it, you know, so I really aggressively pruned it, and now there's no more dead wood on it, so it's looking really nice, and you can see it's quite tall now. So let me get closer and show you guys the fruits on the red Malaysian guava. Alright, if you notice the color of the leaves, especially the new growth, is a lot different. See, it's like a more like an olive green almost, and it doesn't have a lot of new growth on it, but the new growth is like pinkish in color. And there are the fruits. They're quite small still, but these get about that big around. They get pretty large, and they're just like a beautiful bright pink on the inside. And they're a more like hard guava. They don't get very soft. There you can see a nice different color on those leaves. And you can see fruit all over the tree. And it really looks nice. Let me back up. It really looks nice next to the other trees. You know, the contrast or whatever. So there's the other large Tropic pink, and this is a nice tree. It produces a lot of fruit. It's barely starting to ripen up its first guavas of the season. Like I said, the one next to our house always fruits sooner, and they're pretty much the same variety, so that could be because of the microclimate. You know, it's quite a bit higher up there, and it probably stays warmer up there. But this tree also, it's a nice place to hang out. You know, I put my chairs here in the summertime, and it provides nice shade. You know, the chickens are right here, so it's a nice hangout spot. And the guavas are delicious, and this one produces a lot of guava. So this is another tree I could definitely share with family and friends, neighbors, because it produces a lot. So let's find one of its first fruits, because as you can see, a lot of them are still small. There's a couple getting bigger. And for those of you new to guava, another nice thing about guava is you don't need to wait until it's completely ripe. For example, this one, it's still pretty greenish, and it looks like it fell off the tree and the chickens were pecking on it. So as you can see, it's already pink on the inside, and it'll already be, you know, very good to eat. Here's one that's about to be fully ripe. See, it's still got a little bit of greenish, but it's got yellow on that side. That one's perfectly ready to eat. It's personal preference, you know. I like both. I like them like this. I like them even a little bit more greener, and I like them completely ripe. And I'm looking here. That one's ready to eat too. I don't see any completely ripe ones yet. So yeah, I don't see any. Like I said, it's just starting. So now on to the white guava varieties. This is a white guava. I'm not sure exactly what variety. Somebody gave this tree to us when it was, you know, about that big. But it's the nice big, you know, green on the outside and white flesh on the inside. It's more of a softer fruit and really, really delicious, really sweet. The white varieties seem to be sweeter than the pink varieties. This one's been in the ground for about 4 years, and you can see the size of it now. So let's get you a close-up on the white guava. All right, here's a more close-up on the white guava. Another, or one of the benefits of having different varieties is that my guava season is longer. As you can see, this one is barely flowering. I don't think it has any guavas on it yet. All it has is flowers. See that? Because this is a different variety, so it's flowering at a different time. So that will extend my guava season. And guava's a good fruit to have year round, or most of the year, like I mentioned earlier, because of its health benefits. Here we can see some nice flowers. And it's planted right next to the pink variety, as you can see. So I'm definitely gonna have to do some pruning on this tree to let this tree get bigger. Because between these two, this one is better eating. This one's, like I said, sweeter and nice and big, and it's a nice quality guava. That is another Tropic Pink. This one of my clients gave it to me. It was only about 2 feet tall, probably about 4 years ago, and he said he called it a Hawaiian guava. It is a pink variety, but it is quite a bit better tasting than the two larger pink guavas I showed you guys. Alright you guys, so now we're at my favorite guava tree. That's this one right here on my right. Okay, this is a different tree. It looks like one tree, but it's actually two trees. This is a snow white guava, but in reality it's actually a little bit yellowish. This one is a Vietnam sweet. This is a white variety. So let's show you the trees close up. Alright, so like I said, this is my absolute favorite, and I bought it at Exotica Nursery here in Vista. It was labeled as a snow white, but like I said, it's actually yellow on the inside, but it has a lot of you know, flavor, and it doesn't have a ton of seeds either, so it's a nice one. And I had 3 of them. As you can see, the third one, I cut it out because I really didn't like it. It's starting to grow back though. But this one's pretty good. Vietnam sweet. It's you know, it's got some smaller fruits on it there. It's got some more up here. I haven't eaten any off of this one yet, but I have had a few off of my favorite. And the good news is there is a pretty decent one. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. I don't know if you can see it. It's hiding back there. I'm gonna pick that one and open it up so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Unfortunately, you won't be able to taste it, but maybe someday if you stop by and take a tour, I might have some. So let's go ahead and pick that one so you guys could check it out. All right, there it is, you guys. My favorite guava. I normally just take that stuff off. Sometimes I just bite that part off. Let's go ahead and open it up. I don't know if you can appreciate that very well or not, but see how it has seeds, but not a lot. The outer part is thicker on these guavas. There's more meat on them. Do you want some? It does taste like a tropic white guava, but it has a little bit of a almost like a little bit of a mango flavor to it. Really good guava. And then finally we have here the strawberry guava, which is getting taken over by this passiflora vine that's all going up the palm tree too. This one hasn't done very well for me. I think it may be because it doesn't get a lot of water. I need to fix that. I have a very low water pressure over here, so the little sprayer doesn't spray that much water. And then it's really close to the palm tree, so I believe the palm tree is probably stealing water and nutrients from it. So if you do plant strawberry or lemon guava, my recommendation is plant it close to where you can get water on it, you know, where you could get enough water on it, because they do like more water. The nice thing about these guavas, strawberry and lemon guava, is they can grow in partial shade. You know, they'll fruit fine with only 3 or 4 hours of sunlight each day. Alright you guys, well I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. Alright, we'll see you next time.